Hello everyone, I have another subscriber piece to paint up. I'm just thinking I have two now, 2 out of 3. Chris 1, Conversion Models 1, someone else 1. I don't think it was John McLeod. Anyway, yeah, I should really check that. Chris has sent me Kador Manhunter. Now, I have played against these in the game and I hate when they're on the table. Just as a model itself, and I just want to say thanks to Chris for priming it, because that cuts out some of the work I have to do. She's wearing Wookiee boots. They're Uggs, but they're made from Wookiees. And she's her Russian possum hat. So she, from what I've seen in games and the models when I've looked them up online and stuff, they're kind of browns, like it's all kind of leather or it's reds. So I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I am putting thought into it. Just on the weapons, this style of axe is just very Kador. If you look up any Kador models, Khador, look up the jacks, Kador jacks, and you'll see almost all of the axes are this shape. It's a very brutal looking weapon, and in game they're very fucking brutal as well. The only thing that I hate about these kind of human scale models in War Machine and Hordes is that little contact point that you have to try and get in with super glue and glue it on. Now most of the time they're not that bad. I have it's a 10-man unit I think, or an 8-man unit, and some of them have bows and arrows, and you're trying to glue the bow hand, like the hand that has the bow, so it's holding the bow will be coming out of either side of my fist, and then you screw the other hand on that's holding the arrow. And some of them have swords and they're tiny, never mind painting them, but they're tiny. So trying to glue them together, you know, Infinity's probably just as bad, but still. Because, okay, I don't have any of my all my War Machine stuff is away at the minute, but like mostly on the bigger stuff the contact points are huge, and then you come to these and it's just like, how do I get super glue in that without destroying the model? It's like most of the time when you're making, like I found with the metal models War Machine, one of my ones, like if you threw it at a car it would probably go through the engine of the car, it's that heavy, and it's just full of spikes. So when I take it out of my case I've lost bits through it, like they're in the case but they're just completely broken off. So like this here, I'm presuming Chris had it made because I know how brittle these models can be sometimes, but unless you actually green stuff on, so what you do is you super glue, then you put your green stuff, then you super glue again, and then you're going to have to try and sculpt the detail back in without ruining the model. Now, when I show some of the bigger war beasts in later videos you'll see what I'm talking about, but it's a nightmare. So I might even pin this, because even pinning doesn't work with some of them. Like one of them I have, it's probably a little bit bigger than a Dreadnought, but it's solid metal. So you have, you know, it's got size and stuff. So you have two size that are side and forearm. They glue onto the bicep area and the shoulder, and then the shoulder glues onto the model, and you have to glue the two spikes onto the shoulder pads. And like I've seen, just this is a very basic model. Some of the Kador jacks, like they should be, you know, put them in your like model box, put your model box on the bench press, and that's how heavy this thing is. You know, you're not going to lift it. It's ridiculously heavy, some of the stuff. But the game itself is brilliant, and the models, as you can see, are fantastic. Like the detail in these are great. I'm not going to do a rant on 40k because we've all seen 40k models, and War Machine is not as big. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to painting this, because one of the players in the local club is a Kador player, so I'll see what he thinks of my devotion to the Russian Kador. I'm going to stop rambling now before it turns into an hour long video. So I'm going to leave a link to Chris's channel below. You can go and check him out, and he sent me this because he won a prize in my competition. So cheers, Chris, and well done on winning the prize. And just as well, what I'm working on at the minute are Norgal Marines. They're Norgal Black Legion, and as part of Nick's New Year painting challenge, Chris is working on his Norgal Marines as well. They're very dark. The only way to describe it is like John Blanche, is it? That kind of dark, but in Norgal. It's some of the stuff is very good the way it's coming out, and he's done. I'm just trying to think of the name of it. It's the Chaos version of a Space Marine. Yeah, it's a Chaos version of a Tech Marine, and it's fantastic. So if you're into Chaos and you're into all good things Norgal, check out Chris and give him a sub. So cheers guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.